Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MumboElite. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to go over how you can grind the Team of the Season or Team of the Season Moments upgrades. Gives you 5 a day. We're going to show you how you can do 5 of these a day, depending on the situation you have with your club, the amount of coins you have, and the amount of fodder. So if you do enjoy, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we can get 25 likes. So first and foremost, we're going to be discussing all these other things as well in this video. We're not going to go over the 100% grind on them specifically because we have videos on each. So if you want to see how to do the 80 plus player pick, I'll link that video in the description. Then if you're wanting to see how to do the league specific upgrades, I will put one of those videos in the description as well. But we have one for basically every league that came out already on our channel, since all the leagues, top 5 leagues, are currently out there. But without further ado, what is the grind? How do you do this? What is the requirements for this? Let's get into it. So you need a Team of the Season or Team of the Season Moments player, which is going to be really easy to get if you get a crap one out of this. You just put it back in. It's going to be great for rating. You need 2 86s overall in the squad. So one of those is going to be your Team of the Season player. And then the other one, you're just going to need to get an 86 in your club somewhere, or potentially buy them. If you invested in them, they're going to be going up in price. Those are going to be doing a good amount of, what am I saying? Those are going to be in a good amount of these packs because people are going to spam these on the menus. But the 84 rating is going to be a piece of cake, especially with the Team of the Season in there. So you can get away with probably a lot of 82s and 83s in the squad as well. So where would I recommend getting those from? Couple different routes you can go. I recommend the League SBC grind into the 80 plus player picks. If you don't know the League SBC grind, again, I'm going to put it in the description if you want to watch that video specifically. We're going to cover that briefly here. There's going to be a lot of gold commons and gold rares that you get throughout these packs, tradable and untradeable. So what you're going to be doing with the commons is you're going to be chucking them into 2 different player picks. You're going to take the lower rated ones, so like 75 to maybe like 80 overall common golds. You're going to put them into this 80 plus player pick, which should give you a good amount of boards and walkouts. Hopefully, the more you do them over time. All you need there is common gold, so that's going to be a good place to put those. And then the second one is going to be the 83 plus player pick, which we're going to show you right now if it's any good in our first one. This, you only need 184, and then the rest is an 82 squad. So as you see here, I got some gold commons that I got out of the Prime Silver upgrade, which all you need to do is put silvers into that team, and you get, is it 5 or is it 6 gold commons? We'll show you that in a minute. But we're taking the higher gold commons and putting them in here because you don't need a rare. It's just rating. So as long as you get the 82 rating, you're good to go. As you see here, I got a bunch of 82s, some 81 off leagues because I don't want to use the cards I'm going to be using for the League SBC grind. And then we have 184. What does this get us? 1 of 3, 83 plus. Come on. Please be good. 84. So we'll take this 84 and we can put it back into this because the player pick, 83 plus player pick, needs at least 184. Or we could chuck the 84 into the Team of the Season. And that's going to be good fodder for helping us get the rest of the rating. You just basically do that over and over. So as you're doing League SBCs, you're going to be getting a bunch of different kind of cards. All the silvers you get, you can put them in the Prime Silver upgrade. This is going to get you the 6 common golds that we were talking about before. This is really going to be good for the 83 plus player pick rating. And then the lower ones you're going to be chucking into the 80 plus player pick. And you just kind of rinse and repeat over and over and over. This grind is going to be relatively simple to do. It just takes time, right? So we have a bunch of these. I could take these rares. I could put commons in here if I wanted to, and take those silver rares. And there's another place that we can get gold rares from. If you didn't know, if you go to the icon section, every single one of these icons that is out right here has the first 2 sections that give you 2 rare gold player packs tradable. And all you need is a full bronze rare team in the first one and a full silver rare team in this one. So if you're someone doing BPM or League SBCs, or you just have a bunch in your club untradeable, feel free to chuck them in here, man. Using a bunch of untradeable items to get yourself some tradable players. Who knows, you could potentially pack yourself a Team of the Season card as well. But if you're looking for another way to get gold rares, that is a good way to do that. And then every time I get gold rares that aren't in the leagues that I'm using for the League SBCs, me personally, I'm going to be throwing them into the Premium League 1 upgrade. You can choose the league you want to do. I really only want to go for Mbappe. We need an upgraded Mbappe in our squad. But what I would do is I would start again low from high. Any card that's not going to be used in a League SBC for me, we're going to be chucking into here. So Prem cards I'm keeping, La Liga I'm keeping, League 1 can be used in one of these sections of the SBC. However, I do Eredivisie instead. So anytime I get a League 1 card, we're going to be chucking it in. Also, too, the reason why I do that is we're going to be getting a lot of these duplicates if we're doing that specific league. So it makes sense for me to try to get rid of them. So let's see if we can get anything else in. Ajax, boom, there we go. Chuck that in there. Didn't have to pay for a single card there. But let's say you had a couple more that you needed to get, and you wanted to get gold rares for cheap on the market. Let's say you didn't want to buy them out at a high price. How do you go about that? So first and foremost, you're going to go to gold rares. You're going to check how much the buy now is going for. Right now, it looks like they're going for within the hour for 700 coins. I don't know why these are still this low. I feel like they'll be raising up a little bit. Hypothetically, let's say they start getting like 800, 900 coins. You could start bidding 600 to 650 on open bid, not only to get them cheaper than the buy now, but to potentially make some coins on them as well. That can be a really good way of, especially the higher rated cards, if people are chucking these into the 83 plus player pick or into that team of the season, since they already have the rating requirement. 82s could be a good thing to look at here. 81s as well, depending on maybe the position the league it's in, could be used for some other SBCs. But let's say there's a lot of competition and it's very hard for you to pick up gold rares. What is an even cheaper way to get gold rares to put into the league specific SBCs? And what is a way to have way less competition? It is CONMEBOL Libertadores. So if you don't know, quality CONMEBOL Libertadores, these are rare cards. They count as rares. So if it's a bronze rating, which is 64 or below, they count as a bronze rare. If it is a 65 to 74, it counts as a silver rare. And if it's 75 or above, it counts as a gold rare. So if we look at a minimum price of 550, and we can do a max price of 600 or 650, it's up to you. We're going to be looking at the 75 rated players and above. And as you see here, bunch of open bids for 600, 550. If we wanted to pick these up, these guys can be used and they will count towards a gold rare in your squad. That's the way I always like doing it, to not only give myself an easy chance to pick them up, because not a lot of people know about it. It's a really easy way of just filling your club too, having a bunch of gold rares laying around. And for me, someone who does League SBCs, Libertadores cards are needed in there, so I can just chuck some of those into the League SBC as well. And yeah, you just rinse and repeat this over and over. We just crafted a League 1 for you. We're going to open that up right now, and then we're going to take those rares. We're going to start stocking those rares to make the league-specific packs again, and then the commons we chuck into more player picks. And if you want to go a different way with that, you could take the commons instead of putting them into a player pick. You could do the gold upgrade, which is 2 rare golds instead for 11 gold common players. That is something that is possible for you. Dude, I swear, I'm going to get Fabian at least 1 million times this week. He is the most frustrating card to get. But we're going to have to do this grind over and over again. And don't take shortcuts, dudes. Enjoy the process for what it is. If you want to speed it up, you can. Like, if you didn't want to deal with these 2 dupes right now, I could necessarily quick sell them and not have it be the worst thing in the world. But if you plan to do this hundreds of times throughout the week, this is going to really add up, and you never know what the pack's going to be that hits you something big. So I'm going to take Fabian, who's an 83, and Tagliafico, who's an 81. I'm going to see if I can get something else done. Now, I know we're working towards the Team of the Season or Team of the Season Moments upgrade. We're going to have probably some Team of the Seasons laying around and some high-rated fodder already. If I look into my club, we could probably try to put Fabian in here. But what I'm going to do instead, since I want to get both of them duplicates taken care of, let's see if I can make another 83 plus player pick, since we know we don't need much rating in here. So we're going to take one of the 84s I got. Do we have a League 1 84? I don't even know if we do. Is there even League 1 84s out right now? We'll check in Hazard. How about that? And then we're going to take League 1 cards to start with, because I want to avoid getting as many dupes as possible. We're going to start chucking these dudes in. Tagliafico we wanted to put in. Good. We can look at gold commons too if we want to try to chuck in some higher rated gold commons. But like I said, I'm going to use some of these for League SBCs. So we got to be careful for that. And then we need 2 more. Can we get the rating still if we use another like 83 and 82? I'm looking for off leagues right now. There is the Liga Portugal. 82 rating if we use an 82. Okay. There's another one. Boom. So there we go. We got another one done with just the cards in our club. We were able to use a couple commons again. If we really wanted to grind those prime silver upgrades, we could get away with a lot more gold commons in here instead of the rares, especially if you're trying to save up for those league specifics. But I just like doing player picks more than anything, so I'll be probably doing a lot of player picks into boards and walkouts, and then we put those into the team of season ones. We'll start crafting those every single day. So Lloris saved us. We were getting a lot of low-rated cards there. I don't know how good the 83 plus player pick is going to be, but that is something I'm going to keep an eye on throughout the week. Because if the 80 plus is getting us boards just as much as the 83, I might just stick with the 80 plus. So let's take a look at what we have in terms of inner club for team of the seasons. Can we get away with chucking one in that we have already? I'm sure we have a low end one. And dude, the menus are absolutely awful. I don't know if you guys have been dealing with this, but I will do like a couple different activities. Like I'll make a League SBC pack, open it, and then the menus are just sucking when I go into my club. But yeah, we're going to take the team of season that we have in there. I'm probably going to go for the lowest rated one. So if we have some that are kind of the low 90s, we'll take that. We'll put that into this SBC along with those other things that we're getting out of player picks, stuff like that. Put it in, get the requirement done, open it up. If we get a team of the season, put it back in and do that over and over. The only time you're going to kind of get screwed a little bit with this method in terms of that free team of the season that you get that you put back in is if it's actually good. If it's an actually good one, you can't just put it back in. If you get Messi, you're going to want to keep Messi. You're not going to want to put him in as fodder unless you're a Ronaldo fan. So in that case, you're just going to want to grind player picks, those league-specific packs, whatever it is to get yourself another team of the season that's hopefully not the best that you can then put in. Another way you can do it too is if you wanted to just buy a team of the season off the market. That's always available to you. I would frown against it though. There's enough grinding where you're going to get a ton of team of the seasons. But if you're wanting to skip that step, that is something you can do. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I was going to show you me just putting players into this SBC and opening up one of these team of seasons, but it's taking forever. So let's cut to us opening one right now. All right, so there we go. We were able to chuck in some 81s as well. We got one of our low-end team of the seasons. We'll submit it, and we get a team of the season back. We can do this 5 times again a day, so I'll just be doing this 5 times a day while we do the other grind, and then we'll see, hopefully, if we get something good. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let me know down in the comments what you packed. Now let's get it. Come on. Is it going to be good? I thought it was Holland. I thought it was Holland, man. We'll take an Odegaard, though. That's going to be good fodder to put right back in. All right, I'll catch you guys later. It's been your boy, MumboElite. I'm out. God bless.